Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. I love you. So let's tap in. I'm just gonna do a really quick reading because I just want to see how this works. So welcome to the channel. Grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. As me, Tasha, is gonna spill the tea straight. No chasing, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. So I hope my readings have been helpful. Let me know in the comment section where you're from and let's tap in. So I got the wide angle tarot out. Ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light. What do you want to tell my beautiful collective? Well, we got the Two of Cups. So a friend, a family member, maybe a relative or a coworker or a lover is coming in. Somebody who is of your value. I give you, you give me. Equal reciprocity. Oh, wow. Eight of Swords. Somebody is in a mental entrapment because you have a Two of Cups coming in. Maybe because they're balanced, masculine and feminine, light and dark. You know what you want. You're going towards what you want. Somebody is coming towards you. It's not. Maybe they're in a mental entrapment, purgatory, prison of the mind, because they're watching you be celebratory by yourself. Ancestors, yeah. See, I say celebratory. Celebratory by yourself. Yeah, exactly. The King of Swords. Now, I got to get used to this whole where everything is in the setup. So, bear with me, guys. It's a happy day. King of Swords, you're standing in your truth, guys. Oh my God, and you're giving yourself your flowers. Somebody's coming in to show you just how much they appreciate you. Excuse me, that's spiritual burps. That's the truth, guys. There's a lot to be celebrating about right now. And it's because you stood in your power, you stood in your truth, and you helped a lot of people along the way. So, of course, you're going to have people who come in to be nice to you. Now, you cannot love another until you love yourself first. King of Pentacles, this motherfucker's coming out in reverse, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's somebody who's very greedy, very selfish, very superficial, who is upset in a mental entrapment in the background, purgatory. It doesn't have to be a male, it could be a female. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn doesn't have to be, guys. It's an energy of a gold digger. Somebody is upset because they can't fight with you. Somebody may have tried to win at all costs, but what are they winning? Not a seat at your table, that's for sure. Two of Cups with the Five of Swords in reverse. It's like you're finding stability, and with that, it's gravitating the right kind of people. See, star. You are the star, and you deserve nothing but the best. Somebody may have wished for you. Now they're upset because they're in some kind of, maybe somebody's in jail. They're sitting by themselves, they're having to contemplate, and now they're looking at you like somebody may want to even have some kind of revenge on you now. This could be past, present, future. It is what it is, guys, but there's judgment day for that. This could even be a couple. But at the end of the day, you have a lot to celebrate, okay? You stood in your truth, you evaluated yourself, took accountability for your actions. Never mind what's going on with everybody else, none of your business. Hangman. They're hung the fuck up because you are unbothered. You know that somebody tried to win at all costs. They may even try to throw something in your face. You could care less. You know that somebody is in a clown house. They're a clown. They're acting like a clown. Very foolish, guys. Somebody wanted to juggle you. They feel foolish because they're looking at things in a different perspective. Hung right the fuck up on a situation in the dark. See, somebody went towards money. They didn't get anything. They're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and they're waiting forever for whatever somebody, maybe somebody like fed somebody a pipe dream, you know, promised them the world, said that they were waiting for some kind of fucking inheritance. Who knows, guys? At the end of the day, this person's waiting forever because nothing's gonna come in. It's a trap. The devil. You've seen this devil now. Like I said, it could be a couple, right? So there's two people in some kind of hell of their own making, and is mad that you have healed from some kind of distortion that they try to send you. See? Up all night, mental entrapment. You ain't, you're chill. You're chill. Somebody wanted you to be in isolation all by yourself, worried, woe is me. There are no victims here. Oh, well, somebody's playing a victim now. That's the thing. They wanted to be a villain in your life, and then all of a sudden now they're the victim. It's fucking weird. And it's the Six of Pentacles. It's only because you gave somebody something. Emotional time, mental stability, it's whatever you gave them. Whatever you gave them. It could have been money, whatever it is. They took it and they gave it to someone else or somewhere else, or they didn't give you the same reciprocation. Now somebody's mad, a group of people, a their own couple, maybe a mother, father, who the fuck knows? At the end of the day, it could be a lot of people. They're all feeling a little bit clownish because they never gave you an opportunity. And whatever they took from you is being given back times 1,000. Because you're the Hierophant. Now, there's not many people in this Hierophant energy. Okay, there's just you and another person. There's a lot of people talking about this. Whoever you choose to be in a partnership, whether it be friends, whether it be a relationship, it doesn't matter. Even when it comes to a job, or you really do think about what you're putting yourself into, because you are the protection. And somebody knows that somebody wants to protect you, and you don't need protection. You protected yourself from a lot of energies for a long time, and not anybody really knows your story because they never really cared to ask your side, and you never cared to really explain it. But when somebody does sit down with you and realizes how much you have really persevered, people want to come in with a love offer, an apology. I'm sorry. You helped a lot of people out of some kind of trap, some kind of dark night of the soul. And it was only by your actions. That's it. That's all. Because anybody could say anything, really. But the true growth, the true is by actions. What you choose to do when nobody's watching. Wow. Now, you could be this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You have the Queen of Swords here that just came out, and you did have the King of Swords in the upright when in the third card that came out at the beginning. Somebody wants to celebrate with you. Like I said, there's a group or a couple that's in the background who's really fucking mad because there could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius coming towards you. Okay, somebody of your equal value. You may not have as much as this person. This person may have a lot, but they're not superficial, they're not biased, and they're not going to use you. And just because you don't have as much as them, they're not going to look down on you. They know that you bring a certain amount of value to the table as well. It's a different kind of value, guys. Okay, somebody knows that you stand in your truth, so if they ask you a question, they're going to answer, and you're going to answer it truthfully. And that's how you have gotten out of this devil energy yourself. We're all been through it. We're all going through it. Take it as it resonates, guys. So we have to look at our past in order to move forward. So then this way we understand why people are doing things that they do. We may not do it the same way that they do it, but it allows us to stand in our own truth. There is no victims here. So we move away from the turbulence, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, the woe that's me, and that victim mentality, right? The mentality, guys. Somebody thought by taking from you and not giving you an opportunity, ample opportunity, that it would have you going backwards. But instead, you stood in your own power. You asked for forgiveness for your transgressions, for your downfalls, and you put up a guard. You put up your boundaries. You got the protection from source. You asked for help from the one person that others refused to ask for help. And then you got the justice. It's time to level up, guys. Whatever was taken from you is being returned back. Somebody tried to avoid inevitable, avoid people from seeing who you truly are. You are vital to this world, and you bring a lot of protection to people's lives. So when you walk away, ooh, so does that protection, and they feel it. I promise you, they feel it. There is a tower moment coming in because that's just part of justice. Balancing of the scales. Somebody's coming in. I don't know if you know this person. It could be a new energy, could be an old energy. I don't know, but somebody has a lot of passion for you and they want to sweep you off your feet. This could be somebody from the other side of the tracks, per se, okay? Somebody who felt as though they were too good for you, or you were too good for them, or this is what the external world thought or will think. I don't know, but a lot of people will not like this relationship, this friendship that comes in, and it's going to cause a lot of towers. but somebody has something to say to you and has something to ask of you. And they know that if they ask you, see the message. Wow, I don't make it out. Somebody has a message and it's a small message, but they know that if they message you, you're going to tell the truth. And it's going to free a lot of people, maybe even just free from judging you. I don't know, but you're not here to really, prove anything to anybody. Ace of Swords. Our actions prove it. Somebody's been watching you. Oh, they've been studying you for a while, sweetheart. And I'm telling you, they know why they're getting karma. And it's because of how they talked about you in closed doors, thinking that they're not going to get karma. Come on, guys. Two of Wands. You waited for something. You had a choice. You had the world in your hands. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So you decided to do something different. Go on a journey by yourself. You refused to be juggled. You refused to be left out. There was a lot of people who wanted to work with you guys, but look, you're taking the fuck off. You're geared right up, armored right up, and there was some kind of, I don't know, mysterious person in the background who was trying to tap into your Akashic records. And these people were all copying you, and you were like over here having to protect yourself all by yourself because you've seen what these people were doing. Now, there's somebody coming in because they seen what everybody was doing as well. Nine of Wands. And you still were the warrior. You still persevered. You helped people when nobody was helping you. Why? Because you can help yourself. You know you're perfectly okay with being where you were. You're the soldier. You're the warrior. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're the warrior. You stand in your truth and you know your powers. You know you're protected. You could have a black cat. Where is my shadow? um, a familiar, but it's giving me a past, like over familiar. Okay, somebody who watches you in the spirit because they're no longer here. And there's a lot of people watching you. They see you so beautiful, so vibrant, flipping tables. Oh my gosh. And you're doing it with love. And somebody adores you. But there was some kind of a very emotionally unstable energy who is in the background trying to get these people to really think one way about you. But people are watching you and your actions are saying another thing. Somebody tried to keep it in the dark that they lied just so people would see you another way. But those lies are being seen underneath this. Wow. I wish you can see it, but it's on the computer. So they wanted to hide who you were, Empress. So they lied on you. Okay. But you stood in this Queen of Wands energy and really, stood in your power, tapped into that Queen of Swords energy and off with their heads because you had to protect yourself. There was too much in the dark, too many people. You flipped the fucking script just by being yourself, your authentic self. Whether people liked it or not, it's irrelevant. And that's why somebody wants to apologize to you because they listen to this Queen of Cups, male or female, it's irrelevant. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, like I said, doesn't have to be. When I call out the signs, just check your birth chart, right? Somebody wants to apologize now because they may have took off because of what somebody said, which was clearly a lie, but you're the warrior, you're the soldier, you're fucking savage, and you went head on into a situation and got yourself out of this Eight of Swords. You are no longer stuck. You take full accountability for your actions, so there's no resentment. You hold no nothing to these people. And that's probably why they're feeling upset because they know that you were there when they needed you the most. And when you needed somebody the most, there was nobody there. Somebody's feeling a little bit guilty because you let go of the burdens. You knew that your journey and what you've been through up till now was all a learning lesson so that you can help another. You spoke your testimony, shattered the motherfucking lies, guys. Magician. Somebody wanted to come up against you with magic, manipulation, distortion, lies. Well, like I said, you had the power from ancestors. You flipped the script. Now you are on top. The underdog is now on top. A lot of people slept on you. They really wish they never did that. Let me tell you that because the magician. and the victory. See? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. You have this power inside of you, this will to keep going, to knowing that if somebody takes something from you, it's because they needed it more, and that you will rebuild, you will be able to persevere. You are encouraging to so many people who've been in the mud that they too can get the victory. A lot of people are seeing you. Maybe you don't want to be seen, but they're seeing you. This is why you have so much pressure or had pressure on you your whole life, is because people seeing you, but you didn't want to be seen. You just wanted to live. And this is why people can't get a message through to you, because you see them as a liar. Nothing really affects you. Maybe for a while, like maybe somebody even talking shit about somebody, it's in one ear out the other, like you really don't even hear it anymore. You have trained your body to not even address the narcissistic abuse or the gossip. Like you just don't. And somebody knew that. Wow, they knew you. But instead, they wanted to gang up. They wanted you to jump into this, shark infested water. They wanted you to take a new leap of faith, but that new leap of faith, they wanted it to be controlled, right? But they didn't realize that you had the power to control both light and dark, because you are one. You have this connection with self. You're very balanced. So you protected yourself. It takes one to know one, guys. You jumped into that fucking snake pit, into that shark infested water, and you were completely safe by the power of God. And now you have a new opportunity coming in, and it has a lot to do with victory, because you found balance with yourself, that Two of Cups, and the fucking strength. Somebody feels like they have their tail between their legs, because this victory is all internally. As they're thriving externally, you're getting everything internally, and inevitably that will be transpired into the 3D. But you just had to take your time. You just had to overpower. You had to go towards the things that scared you. Break that comfort zone. Understand that we're put here to make a difference, not to be accepted, not to be liked. You took your time and you held on to what was yours, knowing that people were holding on to you. So you're not going to say too much, give it too much away. You're not going to tell people where you are when you're there, but you'll tell them where you were when you're gone. You see what I mean? And somebody is upset because this is how you are being the magician. You don't always have to cook shit up, or nothing, but you are manifesting a beautiful life, and you're manipulating people by not giving them everything they need, meaning like you're not telling them anything that you used to. Hi, Beth. Corinne is at Dad's. Yeah, it's Friday. Jacoby did a full week at work. I'm so proud of him. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Look, abundance, abundance. Somebody is really jealous of your abundance. You may have an engagement coming in, and somebody may want to take you to paradise. Somebody may see you as paradise. Look, check this out. It's so cool. Look. I love you. Now, somebody does see you as a higher commitment. Okay, it could be a union, a partnership, a friendship, like I said, but you got happiness and joy. Somebody sees you as paradise. Could be a honeymoon phase coming in. Sex and good time. Okay, well, So that's fish and chips are better than okay, I love you. Proud of you, my boy. What? Okay. Okay. So somebody may want to compromise. Okay, somebody may want to make a change. Somebody's been seeing you make changes. It's like you make paradise every single day. Nothing's perfect, but you're enjoying life. As people are materialistically evolving, you're really making the best out of what you have. And somebody wants to marry you. Wow. It's a sacred union. I don't make it up, guys. Somebody wants to call you, they want to hear from you. But there's a lot of people trying to block this because they're clowns. They're foolish. There's a lot of people who slept on you guys, and somebody really feels like they shouldn't have. Look, they feel they shouldn't have treated you like you were nothing, like you weren't enough. Somebody self-sabotage listening to this ego. Fuck, they're frustrating in the background, because you're about to get into a full-blown intimate relationship with somebody who you're going to bond with right away. Right away. And now somebody could be in their feelings because they thought they had a bond with you, But at the end of the day, intimacy is not always about sex, guys. Somebody needs to realize that. And if they're giving it up to, like, I don't know, somebody who's talking shit about you so that they can get it, somebody needs to realize you get them, you lose them how you get them. Yeah, somebody's old school. Somebody had outdated belief systems, okay? They fucking really judged you and made you feel like you weren't enough. They body shamed you. They said that you had lack of confidence when really it was probably because you were shy. You don't, you're not in everybody's business. You're not up half naked. Like you have real character. You don't need to be half naked to get into places. Like, oh, and that's why somebody's worried. They got a lot of fucking anxiety because something went right over somebody's head and they keep replaying events. They're very conditioned. Somebody's waking up and they see that you have really broken the chains. And this is why this manifestation, this abundance, this positive mind frame has brought this in. And whether this is a marriage within the union, like with a person, or just like, your dedication, your devotion, somebody really sees you as paradise and wants to have this commitment with you, this friendship, this bond. And there's a lot of people anxious because you're speaking your truth and you're reading between the lines and you're looking for what's hidden. There's a lot of people partying, talking shit, distracting themselves. They think they're having fun, but does that look fucking fun? That don't look fun. Somebody thought that you get trapped, okay? Superficial energies, like I said, but you would rather not. You are a wise motherfucking owl and you rather stand in your truth, okay? You stand in your power. You were never a blackout, fucking dusty, thirsty, sloppy kind of energy. Never, not once. Nope, never, not once was my collective sloppy like that. I promise you. Never, not once. And somebody is seeing it. You're truthful. You're honest. Somebody knows you're old school too. You could have been a child with these big bright eyes and your parent brought you around to you never understood why, but it was because you are a gift to this world and you help people, you scare people because you help them with this freedom. You help them surrender. You help people see that, oh my God, there's good people in this world. Somebody really took advantage of you. And there's a lot of people who are really in this addiction, very codependent energies. These people don't have to be on drugs, guys, but it's a mentality, it's an emotional block. It's causing a lot of possession and control that they want to do to others. We can't control anybody but our choices and ourselves. Even my children, they're not mine. I'm raising them for somebody else. I can't control them. And the more I try to control them, the more out of control they will be. That's what people need to understand, guys. That's why there's an unexpected crisis coming in, okay? All of a sudden, something's going to happen. And somebody is very addicted to you. They feel chained to their past, though. And they're wondering how come you're not chained to your past. They think you did magic or something, but they need to check their closest people to them because, oh, somebody's really judging you falsely. And you're the fucking divine feminine. You're her. And who's judging you is somebody who's in reverse. Very overbearing mother figure or somebody's mother or girlfriend or baby mama. I don't know, but there's renewed love, renewed hope coming in. Somebody needs to, grab their kahunas and go towards what they want. But there is somebody who's cutting somebody down, stopping all the patterns. There was some kind of silent treatment. You had to put people on block. Just say nothing. If they're wondering why you don't talk to them, they know why. You just didn't say nothing. You just up and left. Quiet. Nothing. They know what they did. They lied. They crossed the boundaries. They disrespected you. You didn't do nothing. You didn't need to explain nothing. You walked away. You stopped the patterns right there before they even fucking continued. And you became the butterfly. You transformed, and that's an unexpected change. People did not want you to evolve. They really tried to put so much pressure on you by not helping you, not involving you, not giving you that quality of life, taking away your partners, things that you love. Take it as it resonates, but you release the past. You healed your inner child, and now you're ready for this next phase. You evolved and you grew past it all. Wow. And Cupid's arrow strikes. Guys, you had the courage to face your own inner demons, understanding that we may be the motherfucking problem sometimes. And sometimes we may not be. And that's okay too. The way we get out of this devil codependent energy, this trap, this feeling, this is by speaking, by addressing, by submitting and saying, I can't do this alone. I need help. We all need help in something, guys. We need to ask for help. The teacher needs a student needs a teacher, and sometimes the teacher becomes the student every day. And we need to be understanding of that and understand that nobody is better than anybody. We need to have faith and love and understand that we all are interconnected. So when you hurt another, you are inevitably going to hurt, whether you think you're going to or not. Somebody really thought they weren't going to get karma for this. They hurt somebody who has nothing but love and then put so much oppression on them to the point where they wanted to go into addictions. Now you're paying attention to the in between the lines. Like I said, somebody sees you as a muse because you're walking by example. Wow, and it's a twin flame. You see me shuffling. The death is in reverse and transformation in reverse, guys. Something's not gonna end. Something is not dead and gone, and it's because someone just was so much in their ego and refused to transform. Okay, because of fear. That's why at the beginning I said, we got out of this by facing our fears. Somebody needed to face their fears, but it wasn't your responsibility to hold them through their hand through life. They needed to be set free so that they can learn through their experiences and get grounded. Somebody was very ungrounded. It is what it is. They were afraid to be stable, to have real security. And this was a curse. This was magic done. That's why I said be careful. It's usually the people that's supposed to love us, that want to keep us binded the most, that are holding on to us the most, and that are betraying us the fucking most. And it's always because of money, guys. Somebody wanted your partnerships, your friendships because of money. You could be big bank. Somebody could be big bank. Take it as it resonates, guys. What it is you're a hard worker. You work for everything you have. With two hard workers come together, holy fuck, you can have a island together, no? That's why somebody was really at your throat to try to make sure that this divine connection did not come together. This twin flame energy didn't have a soul ascension. We need to do it single pass, and then hopefully, eventually, one day, yous will come back together. But only if it's ready, only if it's time. But you had a friend who wanted to be you. Wow. Ugh. It's giving me, what is that song? Crazy Black Women or whatever the fuck it's called. What the hell? I don't know what it's called, that movie. It's like the doppelganger. She wanted to be everything like you. Oh, they got no motherfucking passion though. That's the thing. They could copy you. Same hair, same style, same talk. Take your person, take your job. But they can't give your essence. Somebody's paying attention to signs and somebody's traveling towards you. You are not taking somebody's proposal from the past. It is what it is, guys. Home is a foundation, and you built a strong foundation for yourself. You're bringing in something new. You really did have to cut off a lot of people because of the patterns. You've seen the patterns, you stopped it right where it was, and you refuse to go backwards. Somebody really needs to understand that you're stable. You may not be where you want to be, but you are not where you were, and they need to stop being so prejudiced towards you. Because these people are one night stands, hookups, and you already grew your inner child. You grew internally. Like you don't even fucking hook up with people. You've been on this path of sobriety and celibacy for a while. If you're anything like me, or if you have followed me for a while, you'll see that. Somebody has been really distracted from seeing themselves, from seeing you, and they're wearing a mask. Somebody has been fucking pretending like they don't see you, but they've been watching you and they're stuck on stupid. A lot of unhealthy attachments, guys. And somebody wanted, they thought this could be your twin flame. They thought because you're the twin flame, right, that you're doing the same shit as them. And no, it's not the same. It's why they're reminiscing. They know that you're nothing like this hookup one night stand, this groupie, this pick me, this weird person who wants to be you. They ain't got no passion, guys. It's all fucking manipulation, mental magic, sex magic. Somebody is gonna wake up one day and realize Coyote ugly and gnaw their fucking arm off because they see a fucking whole fucking pterodactyl next to them. It's like, I'm serious. And this is why you're staying single. You are not playing with nobody's fucking bullshit, and you will not allow that bullshit to come into your beautiful new home. You're saying no to this proposal because you love yourself enough. You're choosing to travel, see new experiences, experience new things. Somebody thought they were experiencing new things. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. Now they're wanting to fucking switch lanes again. Like, it's weird. And it's only because of your magnetic attraction, because of the passion that you have. You don't need magic to keep somebody. You don't need money to keep somebody. You're not going to pay somebody off. You want somebody to be there because they want to be there and they don't have to spend money to be with you. You're the phoenix rising from the motherfucking ashes. Somebody wants to fucking spend money on you though, because that but next card came off. There's nothing there, guys. Heart of the deck. Yeah, because look, you're the peacock. Somebody was in competition with you. It's another woman, but they're mad because you're irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. And you call this fucking devil out. Why? Because you've seen the devil within yourself. And you made that that devil your bitch. Somebody wants to compete with you. You're a single fucking parent and you take care of your responsibilities. You pay your bills. You may not have everything, but you have everything you need. And somebody remembers that you're nothing like these Jezebels. Nothing like them. You could be like them if you choose. It's a choice. But you choose differently for your life. You are marriage material. Somebody wants to talk to you. They're in a lot of anxiety right now, and it's because you help people see this freedom within yourself, within all of us. And it's really time for you just to step out and do something different. But you're never really alone, okay? So even though you're single, even though you were, a single mother, father, or parent, you can do this. You just have to stand up for yourself, fight for what is right. And people will come in and fight for you too. Remember, a lie or a rumor stops at a wise ear. So it never really goes very far. And the ones who believe it, well, it speaks for itself, right? So you know not to hang out with those people. Somebody thought they can play with you because of a divine connection. They only end up playing with themselves. You're moving on and you're about to get into some kind of intimate relationship that's this person may not feel enough for you, but they know that you are good enough. So that they're going to put down their insecurities to come to talk to you. This is a very shy person. But you know that once they get comfortable with you, it's not going to be so shy because you have that same personality. You may be very, you know, put together and not, not so very open at first when you meet somebody, but once you get comfortable with somebody, it's a whole different energy and somebody loves you for the person you are. A lot of people do. So I want you to remember that. Okay? Now, there could be some legal issues coming in. Like I said, somebody could be in jail and you fought your way through the depths of hell. Somebody has been stalking you, trying to get you to have some kind of legal affairs. But the ancestors, God creator, is balancing things out, guys. And I told you, your actions will always speak louder than any words. And your actions say nothing but love, unconditional love, self love, wholeness. So even if you have to call a bitch out, well, say what you need to say. It's all out of love, love for self, because you ain't gonna let nobody punk you. And that's probably why you stayed trapped for so long. And that's why others are staying trapped for so long, because they refuse to tell the people that they want to tell to go fuck themselves. So sometimes we need to tell somebody to go, you know, where they need to go, out of your face, out of my face, out of my face. Guys, let me go get the last closing message reading and see what is going on here. Okay, so ancestors, for my beautiful star seed, elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine. Let's get the last message from the star seed. Okay, so the blue flame. The blue flame is the flame of forgiveness. So the triggers help us to see in. Remember, you go within, you never go without. And that's why somebody's insecure, because they wanted you to fucking like need that. And because you don't need them, and because you're choosing to activate the earth by activating yourself first, remember, we changed the planet by changing ourselves. You trust where you're being led. You trust the environments you're in. You trust the people. Like, you may not trust them, but you trust them. Like, a snake's a snake, right? They're going to bite you. So you trust that they're going to bite you. You trust these people to be who they are. You know who they are, and you're going to trust them to be who they are. And you're going to have the art of detachment. It is not your responsibility to hold these people's hand. They're grown. They know what they're doing. And you are not a doormat. You are not a dumpster for people's emotional baggage. You have to take responsibility for yourself and trust where you're being led. Understand that even in the darkest times, you're like that lotus flower in the mud. Your stem grows stronger, you grow stronger, and that mud does not affect your petals. You are not affected by people's energies because you know thyself. When you go within, never go without. And that's why somebody is missing you, nostalgic, because you put somebody on game. They were led to you for a reason. You were led to them for a reason. It's a lesson or a blessing, guys. Maybe you got both. And it's activation time. You're activating. Everywhere you go, people you meet, you're activating them. And this is why people wanted you to stay silent, wanted you to stay in isolation, wanted you to be seen as something that you are not. They did not want you to be free. They want to stifle you, but that's okay. Maybe that's why you were in so much unhealthy patterns and addictions and had so much anxiety. But the ancestors said you did the work and now your blessings are coming in. You are whole, you are vital, and you are needed. Okay? So, ley lines are invisible pathways on the lands along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune in to them with our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. We've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they think sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship. The Australian Aboriginal culture sings lines where the paths travel by the creator beings as they are made to the lands and the seas during the dreamings. These paths are recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that we visit such sacred points on earth. Sometimes something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at this sacred place, something is activated within the planet too. You are being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend to the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers of the nature spirit of the land. As you connect with this earth and honor its keepers, the lands open up to you fully and hold you. The fruits provide more nourishing, and the guardians watch over you. That's what you did, guys. And you're leading by example. Anybody could say anything, but you're really doing it. Starseed Soul Inquiry. Place this portal on your heart, and whisper the following after me, okay? I honor and thank the keeper of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment. and tender holding. You are getting a big hug by ancestors. You did what you needed to do. You can't compete where you don't compare. And somebody is really on your fucking ass. So, yeah. I love you guys. I hope this resonates. I hope this helped. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.